Welcome to Iron Reviews, the show where I review Marvel and DC comics, and today I review Batman issue 3. The comic begins back then in Gotham as we see a couple and their child go through an alley. As they walk through the alley, a mugger goes in front of them and pulls out a gun and punches the father in the stomach. The wife and child are scared and the mugger grabs the wife, holding her by her necklace, and aims the gun at the father. But just as he shoots the father, his hand is grabbed and his body is slammed through a wall by Batman. While these events are going on, the father is telling someone what happened and goes on to say that Gotham is full of miseries and murders. But through all the piss and smoke, the spoiled and abused, you somehow become a part of it and get used to the city. As Batman slams the mugger at a wall, he tells the couple that an ambulance is on the way and tells them that they'll be scared for a while, and that's fine. Everyone gets scared, but everyone has that opportunity to fight the fear and be brave. We go to the present in Gotham as a couple is explaining this to a government agent. The wife tells the husband that the agent doesn't want to hear about that. He wants to know about Hank and Claire, but the agent tells them it's fine. He appreciates the background. It helps him more of what's going on with Mr. and Mrs. Clover's situation. Mr. Clover continues on and explains after that night, Hank became sort of obsessed with Batman. He believed what he was doing was right, while their daughter Claire wasn't there. Hank lays in his bed thinking about that night, but Claire comes into his room telling him that she had a bad dream and apologizes for coming in. Hank tells her it's fine and tells her not to worry. Everyone gets scared. Mr. Clover then tells the agent that they started helping anytime they could by going to the homeless shelters and going to the hospital. But while they didn't do that, they were training for something, learning for something they would do. They would then go overseas to do some Red Cross work, but while they were out there, they called their parents and asked to wire them a lot of money. They didn't tell them what it was for, but they wired it anyway. In a month, they returned to Gotham, healthy as can be, but just as they returned, two new heroes came to Gotham, known as Gotham and Gotham Girl. The agent tells them that he is just here about the payment. That money is an anomaly and was checking for a possible fraud. But the parents tell them they're not stupid and they're just trying to say what they think is true. And what they think is true, that there are worse things that happen in Gotham. The agent thanks the couple for their time. Mrs. Clovers thanks the agent for listening and asks what his name was again, and he tells them that was Malone, but most people just call him Matches. As Malone walks out of the house and drives off, he takes off his disguise, revealing Malone as Bruce Wayne. Alfred calls up Bruce and tells him that there was another suicide bombing. It's at the Vince Finkel Bridge, and before the bomber committed suicide, several people heard the bomber shout that the Monster Men are coming. Bruce hears this and puts on his costume and drives to the bridge using his motorcycle. While this is going on, Gotham and Gotham Girl have already started handling the situation, but Gotham tells Gotham Girl that he can't hold the bridge anymore. It hurts, and he's afraid that he can't hold the bridge anymore, but Gotham Girl tells Gotham everything's going to be alright. Batman's here. Batman drives him with his bike and deploys multiple cables, and the cables attached to the Batplane, holding the bridge for everyone to get to safety. While this is going on, Hugo Strange tells Waller that he's going to help this city. He's going to free the people from the psychopaths. And with his coaxing and Roger's gifts, they will finally separate the life of the mind from the root of the city, and tells Waller that people will declare that they're not Gotham. They are better than Gotham. Gotham and Gotham Girl fly up to Batman, and Batman congratulates them on a job well done, and informs them that he'll have to figure out and run down the leads on all these bombings, and if the next one comes, he tells them that they can do what they can to stop it. Gotham thanks Batman for all the help he has given them, and he just wanted to say thank you, and he just wanted to say when he was a kid, but Batman cuts him off, and tells him he knows, and tells him it's good to see Gotham doing good, and it's good to see what they did with their fear, as Batman jumps off the bridge and glides away. Gotham and Gotham Girl fly away, and while they fly, they think of a rally cry, like Gotham Gather or Go Go Gotham. But as they're flying, they see another bomb go off in Gotham. They fly as fast as they can to get to the building, and they fly in, breaking one of the windows. Gotham tells Gotham Girl that she needs to keep this building together while he gets all the people out. But just as they're about to do this, they see two strange people. One of the people introduces himself as Hugo Strange, and introduces his companion as Roger Hayden, the Psycho Pirate, the master of all emotions, his and yours. Batman issue 3 was another great, fun, and interesting issue. I really felt in this issue some of our questions were answered, like who are Gotham and Gotham Girl, and why did they become heroes. I loved when we found that out. Their origins are kind of related to Batman's origin. While Batman's parents died and he became kind of dark, their parents were saved by Batman, and they learned they can help their city in the light. We also heard from the parents that they wired money to Hank and Claire, but they didn't say why, and I'm thinking, and I bet a lot of people are thinking the same thing, that the money that they wired has something to do with them getting their powers. which I think maybe Amanda Waller has something to do with Hank and Claire's powers. I mean, we saw her last issue, so that's what I'm thinking. Or maybe Hugo Strange played a part in giving them their powers, and that's why he confronted the two heroes in the end of the book, which that would be very interesting and makes sense. But I think it's Waller that gave them the powers. That's what I'm saying. Also, in the end of the book, we saw Psycho Pirate. I mean, oh my god, I was as shocked as ever when we saw that D-list villain. I mean, I can't really remember the last time we saw this villain. I think we saw him in Infinite Crisis, but that event was ages ago, and I think this is the first time we have seen him again, and I'm really intrigued what Tom King does with this villain. I really did like this book, and I felt this answered some of my questions, but still leaves me with some other questions unanswered. But hey, I bet they'll be answered soon enough. One more thing I liked about this issue, it was kind of cut in half. We saw half of it focus on the origin of Gotham and Gotham Girl, and half relate to the events that happened in the last issue, like the suicide bombers and the mystery of the Monster Men. Also, we saw Bruce earlier as Matches Malone, which is another thing from Batman I don't remember seeing in a long time, but it was cool in this issue. Overall, this was a great book with a great story and great art. I think David Finch's art is growing on me, and this series I certainly like it, and I give this a 9 out of 10. And I am super excited to learn more from the next issue. Hey guys, thanks for watching this, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Iron reviews, and check out my Twitter at IronHulk018. My name's August, and until then,